I'm here at the TetherTool booth with none other than Josh Simon. So, Josh, how's it going?
It's wonderful. We're having a great time here.
Yeah, how's the show been going? Is this day 3?
Day 3, and everybody's super excited. It's been really busy. Everybody's been learning a lot at the show, coming around and having a great time.
Everybody knows TetherTools. Those orange cables are almost iconic. How did it start?
Well, interestingly, I was doing photography, and I was assisting a lot of photographers. And this is when people were switching from film cameras to digital. And there was no workflow built out, and I was trying to help photographers make their workflow a little bit easier. And one of the things that I kept hearing over and over again from the photographers I was assisting for was people always trip over the cables. So I had the idea to make an electrical orange USB cord, and that's how it got started. And it kind of just caught on. People liked the idea.
I have a lot to thank you for, because my studio space is tiny, and I've had exactly those situations where I used to have black cables and people would trip over it. And so, especially in small spaces, like in my studio, it's just a real need for organization and just making things visible. So that's, the orange cables are like magic. It's actually such a simple idea, but it's just magic.
It really made photographers' lives a lot easier. Not only for people stepping on, tripping on it, when they need to grab that tether cable out of their bag, that's the one that pops out. They know exactly what that cable is designed to do. You're not going through the bag trying to find that right cable.
Did you start with the cable, or what was the first product you ever made?
Yeah, no, actually, the first product was our table. Because I was assisting a photographer, and we went way out in the desert. We're in Arizona, and we did sand rails out into the desert. And we had this huge table that I had to put together with wing nuts on there, and it took like an hour just to set it up in the blazing desert. Yep. And I'm like, there's got to be an easier way to do this. And that's where I said, let me build you a table with a bracket that we can just put it right on a tripod, and we're good to go. And that's how TetherTools actually started. The cables came next.
See, that's super interesting. I'd love to have you on the show for a full episode where we explore the history of TetherTools a little bit more in detail, if you're up for it.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be amazing. I know you guys are also going to be at the photography show in London in March.
Right. Yeah, we're going to be there. We'll. I think we're there with the Flash Center. We're excited about that show. It's always a great one, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. And what is the latest product that you've got out?
So at the show, we just launched our Optima 10G line. And what that does is it transfers the throughput. It's our fastest cable yet. We're at 10 gigabits per second. More importantly, though, is what we've done. We've prioritized data over power in this cable. So some of the Canon R series, the Fuji cameras, you don't have the ability to turn the power off while you're shooting tethered. All camera manufacturers recommend turning off the power, but with those cameras you can't. So the power pushing through the cable has caused some issues with connections, drop connections, stability. But now this whole new line of Optimas remove that obstacle and seamless plug-and-play tethering.
So now I finally understand why Nikon added 2 USB outputs on the new Z8.
Yeah, he's exactly right. They're working around it that way so people can still charge and tether and not have any issues. Also, if you have the one USB port and your camera does turn off power, now you don't even have to think about turning it off before you tether, because our cable's taking care of that for you. So you get busy on the set, you're setting up, just forget that minor setting. You can have all these issues during your tethering session. Now you don't even have to worry about turning that setting off.
Fantastic. Josh, thank you so much for taking the time and speaking to me at Imogen USA. And with that, we're back on the floor. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed that clip, then press here for the full episode in glorious Technicolor. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe.